The boys are in action for the final time this Saturday when we take on Aberdeen in the Scottish Cup final. In today's video, we will go over the build-up to that game, whilst going over all the latest Celtic news from the last 24 hours. But first, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more Celtic content. Jack McKenzie is poised to be part of Aberdeen's Scottish Cup final squad despite suffering a shocking injury caused by a flying seat in last weekend's defeat to Dundee United. The 25-year-old defender was left with a deep gash to the head after being struck by a seat allegedly thrown by an Aberdeen supporter during the post-match fallout at Tannadice. The incident, which marred an already dismal day for the Dons, led to a man being arrested and charged. He has now appeared in court. Despite the gruesome nature of the injury, McKenzie has returned to training ahead of Saturday's Hampton showdown against Celtic. While the stitches in his head mean he's currently restricted from heading the ball, he's taken part in full team sessions and looks set to be available for selection. Don's boss Jimmy Thalin confirmed the positive news, stating, "Jack is doing well. He was on the pitch today training with the team, so he's okay. It was important for him to be involved. Of course, he has some restrictions heading the ball with the stitches. But he was training well. Was he lucky? Yes, it was on his head, so it was good it didn't hit him in the eye," Thalin concluded. The focus now shifts to footballing matters, with Aberdeen aiming to spring an upset at Hampton and deny Celtic a domestic treble, their 6th in 9 years. The Dons will need all hands on deck, and McKenzie's return is a timely boost for a side seeking to end a rollercoaster season on a high. Now for the main story, Lewis Palma has left the door open for a potential return to Celtic next season, insisting his contract means there's always a chance of re-entering Brendan Rodgers' plans. The Honduran winger, who joined Olympiacos on loan in January, made just 12 appearances for the Greek side, scoring once and assisting another, both in the cup, not the league. Despite the limited game time, he leaves Greece with a domestic double, a league title and Greek Cup triumph added to his CV. Now back with the Honduras national team ahead of the 2025 CONCACAF Gold Cup, Palma was asked about his future at club level. And while speculation continues to swirl, he remained tight-lipped about any permanent exit from Parkhead. "I have a contract with Celtic. I can't talk about another team," he said to El Heraldo, addressing reporters in his homeland. Pressed further on whether he sees a route back into Brendan Rodgers' squad, Palmer added, "From the moment I have a contract, I have a chance," he said. Palmer's first half-season at Celtic had flashes of promise, but with game time hard to come by under Rodgers, his winter loan to Olympiacos 18 months into his Parkhead career looked like a reset. Whether Celtic see a long-term future for the 25-year-old remains to be seen, but it does look doubtful despite the need for attacking reinforcements. Palmer clearly hasn't given up on the idea. In other news, Celtic have paid tribute to former manager Ange Postecoglou after he lifted the Europa League with Tottenham Hotspur on Wednesday night, securing his first piece of silverware in English football. Ange, who famously delivered 5 trophies in 2 seasons at Parkhead before departing for North London, guided Spurs to a 1-0 win over Manchester United in Bilbao. It marked Tottenham's first major honour in 17 years and their first European title since 1984. The Australian infamously stated that his teams always win silverware in the second season, and he backed up that mantra once more. Celtic were quick to send their congratulations to the 58-year-old following the final whistle, posting, "A winner once again, never in doubt, he never stops. Congratulations, Ange." It's a nod to his iconic "we never stop" philosophy that resonated with fans during his time in Glasgow. Postecoglou has often spoken warmly about Celtic since moving on and remains a hugely popular figure among the support. His Spurs side, despite a turbulent domestic season, pulled off a remarkable European campaign to earn a spot in next year's Champions League, delivering on Postecoglou's promise of bringing silverware to the club. While Brendan Rodgers is now at the helm in Glasgow and chasing a treble of his own, there's clearly still a strong bond between Celtic and their former treble winner. In other news, Cameron Carter-Vickers and Austin Trusty have reportedly not been named in the United States men's national team's final roster for the upcoming Gold Cup, despite both being included in the provisional 60-player list. A report of the United States men's team did come out today but was quickly deleted. The apparent decision comes after a demanding season for the defensive pair, who played roles in Celtic's domestic campaign. Carter Vickers, a mainstay in the heart of the defence, and Trusty, who joined the Hoops in 2024, contributed to the club's success. Austin Trusty has had an underwhelming first season at Celtic, despite some big performances in Europe. He's been unable to nail down his starting spot, with Liam Scales coming back into the team after some shaky performances. Both players could now head into a summer break following the Scottish Cup final, allowing them time to rest and recover ahead of the next season in what could be make or break for Austin Trusty. Next season starts bigger than most, with Champions League qualifiers for Celtic to negotiate in August. Having the pair ready to go will be big for Celtic as they look to have yet another successful season in Europe. The United States men's national team's final 26-player roster for the Gold Cup is expected to be announced on Thursday, with the tournament set to kick off in June. Lastly, Ange Postecoglou capped his second season at Tottenham Hotspur in sensational style by delivering a long-awaited European trophy, but fans hoping for a dramatic mic drop moment were left disappointed. The former Celtic boss is staying put. Despite leading Spurs to their first piece of silverware in 17 years, with a hard-fought 1-0 win over Manchester United in the Europa League final, Postecoglou continues to face scrutiny from a section of the fan base and media. Even on the night of their triumph, calls for his dismissal echoed online, but the Australian remains focused on the bigger picture. Far from walking away, Postecoglou has signalled his intent to remain and build a team capable of sustained success. This is what he had to say. "I've had such a laser focus on winning this. Whatever happens, happens. We are still building this team. It is still very young. We need to add experience. My thought process has been trying to build a team that can be successful for a long time. I am the manager. It is not in my hands, but it doesn't affect me. If it did, you would have seen it. I want to stay. I haven't completed the job yet. The moment I accepted the role, I had one thing in my head, and that was to win something. I want to build on it." Given the time and resources, Ange Postecoglou will build Spurs back up to being a top 6 side. It's been a rocky season, and he'll be the first to admit that, but he'll also talk up his plans and assert his confidence heading into next season. Had he not won on Wednesday night, he would probably be waking up on Thursday morning without a job. The Greek Aussie is now preparing for an open bus tour of London on Friday, parading the Europa League. What are your thoughts on these? Let us know down in the comments section below. Make sure you've liked this video and subscribed to the channel for more Celtic content.